Greetings YouTube, this is Jamila and I'm coming to you with another recap. This is SUV Reunited. Actually, it is not SUV, that is Law and Order. How about SWV Reunited? Season 1, Episode 3. This is going to be a quick one. This episode didn't give me a whole lot. I mean, it gave me some good things, but not a whole lot. So this is going to be a quick one. Let's just go ahead and get into the review. So the ladies are interviewing with Ebony Magazine and they're talking about how their relationship changed since they've been in the industry, and then they get to talking about motherhood. And Coco reveals to us that she has 2 children, but her oldest son, who is 17, doesn't speak to her anymore. She says she has no idea where he is, and he just does not talk to her, and she said he hates her. So she's just really stressed out about that. Now, I remember that was the little boy. Remember when Coco went solo and she had that song? That's the only song I really remember from her solo album. But it was like, sunshine, sunshine, something, 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 something. Yeah, but anyway, that song right there was with the little boy. Now he's grown and he doesn't like mommy. Oh, that's so sad. Anyway, I'm going to reserve my comments about that for now. It's just a really, really sad situation. But I will say that judging from some of Coco's personality that we're seeing, especially, she had him a lot younger, he could have gotten a little bit of that personality that Taj and Lily were talking about later. I don't know. I don't want to place judgment on her about that, because that's just really, really hard. And I just really, on a serious note, I just really wish healing for their relationship. So, anyway. After that, they were walking out, getting ready to go to a meeting at Sony, and then they get into this argument. During the interview, Coco reveals that she is planning on going solo, which is news to Taj and Lily. And, they're pissed off, and rightfully so. I just feel like, when you're in business together, granted, some people feel like, oh, it's nobody's business, but I feel like she owed it to them to tell them, like, I'm working with y'all, but I'm doing my own solo project. But yeah, they were not happy about it. That's all I can say. So they get to arguing back and forth and shit, and Coco walks away like a little spoiled brat. And she was like, y'all go to the meeting by yourself. Now, my feeling about that, I feel like Coco is a little bit about Coco, and she strikes me as the type of person that when it gets too hot in the kitchen, when people are having arguments and when conflict occurs, she seems the type that'll just walk away when she doesn't want to talk about it, and I think that that's very immature. So Lily and Taj go to the meeting without Coco, and of course their manager, I can't remember the damn man's name, but anyway, he's kind of looking cross-eyed. But anyway, eventually Coco walks in the door maybe 10-15 minutes late. The meeting ended up going very well. But the manager is side-eyeing Coco. So as soon as they got out of the meeting, he says, well, why are you late? She said, because I want to be. Really, Coco? Really? And he gets on her case, and again, rightfully so. Look, ladies, I love I've said this before, I love the fact that a lot of these singers are using reality TV to put themselves back in the spotlight. But Coco, please remember that Please remember that it is not 1997, okay? I'm gonna need you to stop with the diva shit, okay? And stop with that damn burgundy wig. But for right now, I just need you to stop with all the extra diva shit, okay? I really do. Okay, so the manager sets them up with the therapist so that they can deal with their issues. And there are a lot of things that came up. I think this was the highlight of the show for us to really understand. But then again, Coco was still too close for me. Taj, the one thing she did say about Taj was that Taj was snitching on her back in 92. And she was still mad about it. Lily was like, look, I'm just tired of being in the middle of this shit. But it was like, this is why I was not here for that. Okay, I understand, still being angry about some things. It takes time to let stuff go, especially when you don't deal with them properly. So I get that. But on one hand, you saying you still mad because she snitched on you back in the day. But then you're saying, I'm too busy with my own solo career that I don't even have time to be thinking about your stuff. It's one or the other, Coco, okay? But yeah, Lily was like, well, come and talk to me about it. I need to, if we can talk about it, maybe we can resolve it. And what else did they? Oh, and Coco revealed that they were talking about daddy issues. I can't remember how they got to that, but Coco revealed that she her dad never really came around until she became Coco the singer, and that thing about because I'm Coco kept coming around often. Like she was saying, people love me for Coco, but not for Cheryl, which is her given name. And I felt like, we kept hearing that theme over and over again. And again, I got to say to this, Coco, you need to let that go, boo boo. And here's why. Because again, it is not 1996, and the reality, I respect SWV for what they contributed. I will go to an SWV concert. I think they made some good music, but at the end of the day, everybody ain't checking for you like that. I mean, if I saw you at the Walmart, I'm not really checking for you now. I'm like, oh my God, that's Coco. That's what I'm saying. So people don't flatter yourself, girlfriend. People are not really sweating you like that. We respect you. Hey, that ain't that girl from that group back in the day, But ain't nobody sweating you like that. So please let that go. And I can understand to some extent, especially if your own father treats you like that. And there were probably other people, you hear a lot of celebrities say that people start coming around and liking them for the celebrity and not for who they are. So I get that, but at the same time, girl, let it go. And she said the same thing to the ex-manager when they got into the dude that's now the Corey. You just want to be around me because I'm Coco. Girl, boo. She was like on some, I'm Rick James, bitch. Girl, bye. We also learned that Coco, back in the day, she had cancer as well. And, she just had a cancer scare. And, Coco said that she at that time, they told her she wasn't able to have children and all of that. And so she was very angry. And that's the meanness that people got was a lot of that pain that she was experiencing. So I do believe that. And I will say that, and Taj was like, well, I didn't know what was going on because Coco didn't tell everybody what was going on. She was just being mean to everybody. And Taj was like, well, Taj lost both of her parents to cancer. So she was like, I would have wanted to know that so that I could help you go through that. She said, all I knew was you was just being a mean, nasty bitch. and that I really felt some empathy for Coco because I think that, especially being so young, going through something like that, that's sometimes people just act out in ways. I hope Coco is getting some healing so that she can learn how to process things properly. Shit. So yeah, and then Lily just basically talked about being homeless and how she was so dependent on SUV. Why do I keep saying SUV? What the fuck? SWV. And how she just had to stay. She talked about her last night in the hotel, and she knew she had her last money and she had to sleep in her car, and she said that kind of grew her up or whatever. That therapy scene was really touching, and I think it was very good for them. So on to continued healing and therapy. Good God. And what else happened? Really, Corey meets the guy, Jeff. Corey meets Jeff, and he has decided to go ahead and come on as the road manager. They were kind of squaring off a little bit. Corey said some shit like, well, Jeff is a pioneer, and Jeff was like, I'm not a pioneer, I'm a legend or some shit, I don't know. But anyway, they are all one happy. Team SWV is in full effect. All right. And then it was Taj's birthday. Her husband comes up and throws her a surprise party. And then at the surprise party, he drops the bomb that, oh, by the by, I got this business deal that is going to move us back up to New York. Lily is not with it. Lily said, my son done grew up in the country. She's just not with the New York lifestyle. And trust me, I get it. I love New York, but I do. But when you look at how Taj lives now in a huge house with a yard and all of that, it is a different world from living in Manhattan. Which Manhattan is a beautiful thing too if you got some money. But I can totally understand why she's like, like I said, it's a whole different life. So you guys, that was pretty much all that happened in the show. Like I said, they didn't give me a whole lot. You know, y'all know I live here in Atlanta, and we just had Snowmageddon. It was crazy. Thankfully, I live very close to home, and I was able to get home very quickly. But like Forts Rocks, if you watch my videos, you probably watch Forts Rocks. I think it was like 6 hours for her. And most people, it was taking 5, 6 hours. Some people, my niece had to spend the night at her job. It was just horrible here. So I say, even though I've been off for the past couple of days, I am kind of like mentally exhausted. Just being, even though, like I said, I was home, I was just kind of stressed out for everyone else. So, yeah, I am going to take me a break. I might even take a break from YouTube. I don't know. But the only video I'm really doing recaps right now is this and the Housewives. And we know that the Housewives won't be on this week. So I may try to get a Wellness Wednesday in. I don't know, child. I'll see. I'm just rambling at this point because my ass is tired. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video, whatever that video is. Peace.